Well, the Le Mans start, of course, is an unusual idea, as Fred has said, and of course the driver's not used to all this vast physical exertion, but they're lined up, and in fact they're on their way to their cars. Now, of course, the engines must be started. There are officials watching to make sure that the belts are done up and that everything is okay before they're allowed to go, but it's very much the winner. The leader has got to get out onto that track as fast as he can possibly go, and a very, very fast break indeed for that 174 car who shoots straight away there. That's John Wood, who gets a real fire. 264 is second, and everybody is now away, so they're all off very, very quickly indeed. And of course the track is very, very slippery. A light shower of rain has just put a small surface of water on there, and it's going to be greasy or two until these cars get round and begin to shift the water. But at the moment, it's 174, John Wood who is the leader. 264, Jean-Pierre Tur is in second place. 44, Rod Burley is third. Now that's the way they go at the moment, and they're all a little bit frightened of getting their foot down too hard in these early stages until this light covering of rain is removed. And 264 coming right up behind him. Jean-Pierre Tur is now coming to challenge the 174 car of John Wood, and he's perhaps got a little bit more confidence. Everybody's wondering whether they've got the right tyres on indeed. 44, Rod Burley. He's the current points champion, so he should know his way around this raceway. Regular driver here at Northampton. And then we've got the two Grimer brothers, Paul and Peter, are in the next two places, 88 and 8. And then we've got to move back to 06, Mick Rees. Those three, all drivers from Hensford in the Midlands, perhaps not quite so familiar with the Brafield Raceway. There he is, 264, Jean-Pierre Tur in the lead. 44, Rod Burley just behind him, going past the slower back marker car, nipping through on the inside, the bright stripes there. We've just lost the third pace man. In fact, 174, John Wood has spun himself out while we're watching these two. But this is the leading group, 264, 44, and then we've got the 88 car of Peter Grimer, and there's poor 174. I don't quite know what happened. He seemed to spin himself out on the wet surface, but somebody's got more trouble. Oh, he's stuck on a tyre, I can see at the front there. But it's Rod Burley now, he's looking for the gap on the inside to try and go past 264. 8 laps have gone. Still the pressure is on Jean-Pierre Tur. Rod Burley really exerting the pressure, and of course while he's trying to do that, we've got 88 moving up very fast, tucked in behind. Peter Grimer from Sleaford up there in Lincolnshire in third place. Then moving back, we've got brother Paul in the number 8 car. The rest of the field some way behind, funneling through. Now Peter Grimer there drifting out very wide, looking to see whether he dare in fact go round on the outside. It's a very dodgy manoeuvre with these track conditions. But faced with these two, managing to maintain a fairly good tight inside line, he's going to go past. He's got to be prepared to take a few chances. Just getting the feel, finding out how slippery that track is on the outside as he moves up alongside Rod Burley now in 44. And now this could be the chance, because there's a group of back marker cars coming up in front of them, and this is always a little bit of a lottery. You sit behind and you wonder quite which way they're likely to move. You decide to go, in fact, on the outside of 44, Rod Burley gets himself boxed a little there, and that's the chance for the 88 car of Peter Grimer to move up. Just sitting there, it's all a bit of a gamble. Which way to go, and a quick dash and a burst of acceleration from round on the outside from the 88 car puts him right around. Neck and neck as they go over the line here now, and up into the lead he goes. 88, Peter Grimer takes it up. 264, Jean-Pierre Tur is in second place. 44, Rod Burley is now down to third. And at the back of that little group, we've still got the 8 car of Paul Grimer in fourth place. And really, those four have left the rest of the field well out of sight. So, Peter Grimer now beginning to pull away from that little group, having got past those slower cars, the others having some trouble. So it's 88, 264 and 44 at the moment. The third place man, Rod Burley's got himself behind a couple of slower cars, and he just can't get by for the moment. So there's the leader in the bottom of the picture, then the second place man, then 2 back markers side by side, holding up the third place man who's just tucked in there, Rod Burley there, slithering and just catching the inside of that car as he goes past, but the driver's got the message, and is now a little gap has opened, and Rod Burley's able to move up a little. into the closing stage as we go. 17 laps have gone, but it's still this man. Made the journey down from Sleaford today. Battle his way round this now rather slippery Brafield track. Peter Grimer, there's the second place man, just going through there now, and there's the third with his windscreen wipers going to keep this fine rain off. Rod Burley, you see, losing a little bit of ground. The leaders are that much further ahead. 88, Peter Grimer, getting held up a little now by two back markers, giving the 264 car a chance to close back up behind him now. And Jean-Pierre Tur will be looking for an opportunity, and Rod Burley's closed up with them as well. So the first three now all in a line on the inside of the track, coming through here now with 5 more laps to go. Grimer choosing to come out a little wide. Well, it does even out the bend a little when you get there, provided, of course, no one has nipped up on the inside and taken your road, and that's where, of course, the trouble can come. But I think he's fairly confident that with these track conditions, no one's going to have that little bit of extra speed or indeed the nerve to go hurtling into a turn and hope that they can keep a sensible line through it. 4 more laps to go. Peter Grimer, 264, Jean-Pierre Tur, 44, Rod Burley, and these three really are a long way clear of the rest of the field. Slippery conditions. In fact, 88 has moved up quite a lot further back in the 4th place. That's brother Paul Grimer. But he's not really a great impression at the moment as they go into that turn. Once again, back marker cars, but they're having to go around on the outside. Rod Burley now moving up in the 44 car, trying to go around the outside of the 264 Jean-Pierre Currenson. Gaps all close up there, and things, sparks really fly as 88 seems to get himself in a little bit of a twitch there. 2 more laps to go as they come off, and Peter Grimer seems to have got some handling problems at the moment. I don't know whether suddenly the rain has increased and the track has got that much more slippery, but we've now really got a battle on our hands in this closing stage. And it looks to me as if 88, he must be in trouble. He has got trouble because Rod Burley, the local lad now, has swept past in this final lap. 1 more lap to go this time now. The last lap marker is out. It's going to be 44 Rod Burley from 88 Peter Grimer and 264 Jean-Pierre Tur, and the number 8 car of Paul Grimer has now come to join them. So we've got the 4 in a line inside the final lap. And the 88 car has obviously got some sort of a problem. He's slowing right down. 264 is right behind him, but the man who's coming off the turn to take the checkered flag is going to be the local driver, the silver top national points champion. 44 Rod Burley is the winner. The man who chases him home is 88 Peter Grimer. 3rd is 264 Jean-Pierre Tur, and 4th is number 8 Paul Grimer. That really was a remarkable drive, and the skill and the experience of the local man really paid off in the end. A fine win, and I'm sure a very popular win here at Brafield from 44 Rod Burley.